Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you all?
Assalamualaikum.
How are you?
मैं ठीक हूँ.
That's very good. That's very good.
I'm good.
That's very good. That's very good. Let me see how many of you are here today. So we have Aban here. We have Khadija. Hi Khadija. Okay, Khadija is sitting here separately. Khadija and Hamna were sitting together. Isn't it so, Khadija? Khadija Kamran and Hamna Kamran. Okay. Haneen and Hania both are sitting separately today. How are you both?
Good.
Very good. Then we have Javeria. Javeria, do I pronounce your name correctly or is it Juvera?
You pronounce it correctly.
Okay. Then we have Khadija Kamran and Zoya. Okay. Now, dear, Kamran, please switch on your camera. Khadija Kamran, switch on your camera. Aban is here. Zoya Sami Khan, kindly switch on your camera.
My camera's on, right?
Yeah,
For
it
me,
is now.
the camera is.
Yeah, Zoya, it's on now. Zoya, is it your first class today?
Yes, this is my first class.
Class, okay. Let me admit a few more students here. They are waiting.
Yep.
Just a second. Mohammed Saad, kindly switch on your camera. And switch on your camera.
Sorry for the name, miss. It was me, Shal. It was my brother on this laptop last time.
Hi, Shal, how are you doing there?
Hi, miss.
Okay. Now, just a second. I would like to see how many cameras are still switched off. Nal, please switch on your camera. Abdullah Farhan, switch on your camera. Hamna Kamran, switch on your camera. There was someone by the name of Ahmad, and I can't see him now. So let's. Okay, so how are you all today?
I'm good.
I'm
good.
That's very good. Zoya, do you know that we have already started with this course yesterday?
Okay. No, I didn't know that.
No problem, Zoya. Zoya, yesterday I asked everybody to introduce themselves. Since you are
Uh,
I'll ask you now to introduce yourself. Tell me your grade, your age, your full name, from where you are, your expectations from this course, your favorite short story, where do you lack when you are writing down a short story, and whatever you want to tell me about yourself.
yeah. So I am 8.5. I'm gonna turn 9 this year in April 14th. And my name is Zoya, and Sami Khan is my full name.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And in story writing, like I feel that I am good on the imaginative thing, but the place that I lack is that like I find typing and writing boring. So like the story in my mind has some of the less things when I'm typing it because I get bored of typing. That's and that also goes for writing. I get bored of typing and writing, but I'm really good in imagination and speaking,
That's
and
very
not the slightest bit shy.
that's very good. That's very good. It means that we are going to love your presence in this course, Zoya. Okay.
Yep.
If you feel that you are left behind, or maybe you have missed a few things, then Zoya, you can join us in the next batch. Okay, this too can happen. Okay, because we'll launch a next batch of short story writing very soon, right after this one. Okay, so if you feel that somehow you are not following a few things which we covered yesterday, then maybe you can join us in the next batch and we won't have any problem at all. It's a 1 month
Yep.
course. Zoya, from where you
Um,
are?
I'm from Pakistan, but I live in Dubai.
You live in Dubai. Two more students from Dubai, you know. So you have Haneen and Hania here. They also live in the same place where you live. Okay. So you will probably you will make friends, isn't it so?
Yep.
Yeah, it's very good. Okay, so I can see almost everyone is here. Just a second, let me see.
Yep. And I'm not really worrying with the catching up because I'm really good at catching up. That's one thing I'm pretty good at.
That's very good. That's very good, Zoya. Okay. Let's then start. Okay, let's start with
But like, what type of story writing will we be doing? Like, is there any option to just record your story or something?
okay. Okay. Zoya, we already discussed many genres of short stories yesterday. Okay, but that's not a problem at all. Okay, Haneen is saying she's from Pakistan. I know you are from Pakistan and you live in Dubai, Haneen. Okay. Yes, Zoya. So we discussed various genres of short stories yesterday. Okay. What we are doing, Zoya, we are not targeting a particular type of story. We are actually trying to cover up and I'm trying to teach you different elements of story writing, how to build a story. That's what this course is targeting, how to make you a better short story writer. Okay, and now I'll ask you all, request you all to please switch off your mics. Okay, do it for me. So yeah, kindly mute yourself or I can do it for you, no problem. So yeah, okay, fine. Thank you. So we are going to now move on to what's our target for today. Okay, let's have a look at this. Do you all remember that we started off with setting under the umbrella term story writing yesterday?
Yeah.
I hope you all remember. Okay.
Yeah. We do.
Okay. We have already covered up title. Okay. We have already covered up how to define a short story. We have already covered up different famous short story writers. We have talked about their stories. We have done some activities under the umbrella term title. We we know now how significant a title is for a story and how you can come up with a very good and catchy title. We started off with setting. Okay, what I'll do today is that I'll try to cover to some extent what setting is again, and then we'll embark on some activities and you will get a better hold of embedding setting in your stories. Okay, now let's have a look. How did I define a setting? I said setting is the time and place of the action of a story. It tells where and when the story is taking place. I also told you when you are saying when and where the story is taking place, the time and place, then automatically mood, social context, and cultural context gets involved in the setting of the story. I told you if you are placing the characters of your story into a cave, the social context, the cultural context, the mood of your story will be completely different. If there are some adventurers in a forest, on a mountain, the mood, the social context, the cultural context of the story will be totally different. So setting actually influences the whole story in multiple ways. Okay, so it is very, very important that we learn how to embed setting in our stories. Acha, what does setting do? Knowing the setting helps you visualize the text. When you know where the story is taking place, you can visualize the whole story. It allows you to form social, cultural, and behavioral expectations. Okay, somebody is living in Karachi will have different behavior from somebody living in USA. Somebody living in Africa will have completely different social and cultural outlook and behavior then someone living in maybe we can say Malaysia, Islamabad. So people living in different places portray different behavior, different cultures, and different social outlook. You, when you know when the story is happening, you will automatically form an expectation. Okay, now that's how the characters are going to behave. That's how the characters are going to talk. Okay, even their language gets affected by where they are being placed. So if a story is taking place in maybe 1700 centuries, there are no cars. There are so many other things which are involved, but this is just one example. How to determine the setting? How will you determine setting in your story? Will you describe it in the very first paragraph or in the second paragraph? Will you say this story is taking place in a forest, this story is taking place in a very distant past in a cave, or like this? No. Should you explicitly state where the story is taking place? Maybe no. Maybe you should try to embed the setting in such a manner that the reader will have to actually will actually get a sense of where the story is happening. But sometimes you have you heard about the first person narrator, the third person narrator? Even if not,
Yes.
yes, that's very good. That's
Yeah.
very good. Sometimes the first person narrator or the third person narrator,
No.
they very explicitly tell you where the story is taking place. Like that person can say, the incident happened on a fine morning in, and so on and so forth. Isn't it so? Sometimes you may have to determine the setting based on clues. Sometimes the setting will not be stated explicitly, neither by the characters not nor by the narrator. Then what will the reader do? The reader will have to guess where the story is happening. If the exact date is not listed, it is good enough to say something like modern times, in the recent past, in the distant past, in the distant future. Like this, you can define the time. Okay. Now, someone please, and I'll request my new student. Um, Soya. Soya, kindly read this paragraph for all of us.
Okay. Jake hopped on his horse and and trotted around the stables. And the stables is telling the place.
Okay. Just the whole paragraph
He
first.
looked
Let me read
around.
it. Hmm.
Okay. He looked around range from his mount and and proceeded going on a ride to
To the prairie.
the fire.
Yeah, to the prairie.
Yeah. He decided against it. Then he heard a train whistle in the distance. This was it. More settlers had arrived. Now Jake would take some of his weaker horses to the station and sell them to the new folks who were horseless.
Who were horseless.
Horseless.
Okay, I got it. Thank you so much, Zoya. You read so well. Okay, now, just one of you, any one of you, I won't take any names. Tell me where this particular story is happening. Any one of you.
In the stables
Okay.
or in no, Jake would maybe to the station. Something.
Like somewhere in between the both places, like since they are basically saying that he like went on a small ride, so and they're using the word mount, so maybe he went like close to the mountain, like basically riding around. So he went to the mountain, then he went to the station. So like it's not just staying in one place. He's like going to different places. The story ended when he was at the like station
Okay. Now mute
and
yourself.
started
Okay.
at the
Okay.
stables.
Sometime mute yourselves, all of you. Okay. Let's read this paragraph again, because some of you are taking the meanings of a few words wrongly. You are guessing the meaning wrongly. Jake hopped on his horse and trotted around the stables. Okay, we can see that he is trotting around these stables. He looked around the range. Now, the range is the field where he is. From his mount. Now, what is his mount? His mount right now is referring to the horse. Okay, he hopped on his horse and he looked around the range from his mount. The mount right now is his seat. And what that seat is? That seat is right now a horse, and considered going on a ride through the prairie. What is a prairie? Prairie is a flat, grassy land. But he thought, no, no, no. He decided against it. Then he heard a train whistle in the distance. This was it. More settlers had arrived. Now Jake would take some of the weaker horses to the station and sell them to the new folks who were horseless. Okay, we can guess very easily. He could hear the train whistle in the distance. It means that he is somewhere near a train station. One thing, okay. He's someone who wants to sell his horses and make money. Okay. Can we guess the time of this story through what we have been able to guess about the place? When is this story happening? In modern times, or
No, in the past, because you don't use horses in the modern times.
okay,
In the
past.
past.
Use cars to
Thus,
move around, you know.
we are riding horses. So see from the words, from the clues which have been given about
In
the
the
setting.
past.
Yes, that's very good. You can easily guess the setting of this story, isn't it so? It is happening in the distant past, not even the recent past. Distant past, okay, he is living somewhere near the train station. He has a few stables. He wants to sell his horses. Okay, settlers have arrived. It means settlers who are settlers, people who move from one place to another place and they go and live there. Like some settlers arrived in the subcontinent as well, if you remember. Do you know what am I referring to? Any idea what am I referring to? This story is taking place in the past, perhaps the late 18th century, on a ranch near a train station. I believe this because the train whistle seems important to Jake. There are no cars and Jake is selling horses. So that's what the answer is. Okay. Now, we are going to embark on an activity very quickly. What you are going to do is that you will read a few paragraphs. You will look for the clues to where and when the story is happening. And of course, it is not stated clearly. And you will say things like modern times, the recent past, the distant past. Okay. And then you will tell me the name of the place as well. Okay. I'll give you some time to read the paragraphs on your own. Okay, read the paragraphs on your own. 2 minutes for reading. Okay, I can see a few raised hands. I'll ask you one by one, don't worry. Okay. Right. Since Hania has raised hands first, I'll ask Hania first. Hania, where is this story taking place?
The story is taking place in a cave.
Okay, the story is taking place in a cave. Okay. Can you guess the time? Is it happening in modern times, in distant future, distant past? When
It's
exactly?
happening. It's happening in the distant past because they're using fire to keep warm and rain. And they said you need mammoth fur, but right now we use sweaters instead of mammoth fur. So it's in the distant.
Exactly. We don't have any mammoths anymore. They are extinct. The animals are extinct. Then the people are cavemen. Is their language fully developed? No, their language is not fully developed. Okay, Orla, we get you, sir. We get you, sir. You can see the language, the sentences are not fully developed. Orla need mammoth fur. You can see when you are writing down a story, whose mic is, kindly mute yourselves, all of you. Kindly mute yourself, Zoya.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. Now, the setting tells you a lot about what is going to happen in the story. You can even make some expectation about the kind of language that will be used in the story. You can see the language being used by these two major characters of this story is not very well developed. Even the names you can see, these are not modern names. So if you are placing your story, the setting of your story, if you are deciding upon a distant past, it means you will have to take care of so many things. You will have to decide upon names which sound ancient.
Could
Isn't it
I
so?
try to answer, Miss?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so I think the story is taking place in a cave
Yeah.
in the distant future, and I believe that,
Future?
but I believe
The
this
future?
because in the distant past.
Yes.
Pass. And I believe this because because the character appear to be cavemen because it's mammoth fur and it you know mammoth fur and like they're using fire and their English is not fully developed. So yeah.
Okay. So there are a few more things included in a setting like weather, the season. How is the weather like?
Cold.
Yeah,
So
cold.
windy.
The cave. So we can easily guess the weather was very, very cold. Then they need mammoth fur to keep themselves warm. You can easily imagine how cold it must have been there in that cave, isn't it so? So when you are writing down a story and you are planning to decide upon a setting that will be a distant past, very, very distant past, and you're deciding on a cave maybe or something else like that, you need to take care of so many things. Decide upon names which sound ancient. See, Orlak and God. Okay. Use language, the dialogue. Whenever you are using dialogue, keep your language underdeveloped. You can see here, it's underdeveloped language, isn't it so? So, and you just try to give clues through your words, through sentences. Don't explicitly state your setting. Okay. Now, let's move on. All of you have done so well. Now, for this particular paragraph, I'll ask someone else to read and then I'll ask someone else to answer. So maybe I'll ask Khadija. Khadija. Yes, Khadija. Can you read this paragraph for us? Okay, no, let's do this. All of you read it on your own. Read it on your own. If there is any problem, then I'll ask one of you to read it. Mm-hmm. Done with the reading?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. Now I'll move on to a few questions of mine. Asjad, kindly try to guess where this story is happening. The place of this story.
Gymnasium.
Okay, that's very good. Gymnasium. And what is the time of this story?
I think that this story will take place in daytime because you're obviously not gonna just wake up and start playing with the football, and you're obviously not gonna do it at night. At night, you're gonna be sleeping, so it will most probably take place in the daytime.
Okay, that's very good. Now, Zoya, kindly mute yourself because I'm moving on to Abdullah. Abdullah, define time further. When is this story happening? Modern times, distant past, distant future, recent past. When exactly?
It is in distant, modern future.
No, no, no. Again, Abdullah, think about it carefully. When is this happening? Does it look like distant past?
I said it was in modern future.
In modern times, maybe. Nowadays, present days. Isn't it so? It can be modern times, nowadays. Isn't it so? How is the mood of the story, Asjar?
Angry.
Angry? Disappointed? Isn't it so? He's disappointed, he's angry, he's feeling miserable, he's sweating. Okay. Now, we are going to move on to, I have targeted a few more students whom I have seen now. Let's read the third paragraph. Read the third paragraph and I'll ask a few more students of mine to answer now. Done reading?
Yes.
Okay. So now, Javeria.
Yes, ma'am.
That's very good, beta.
Yes.
Javeria. Javeria. Kindly
Yes.
answer. When and where is this story or this paragraph happening?
This story is happening. This paragraph is happening when in the days when Abraham Lincoln was alive, and where I think at a restaurant. Yeah.
Where?
At a restaurant.
As a okay, I got it. And I'll ask the same question from Nal now. Nal, hi Nal.
More.
Okay, hi Nal. Nal, can you hear me? Can you listen to me? Nal, can you listen to me? Nal, yes, please. Yes, Nal, please answer. Where and when is this particular thing actually happening?
I think it is in the restaurant.
It is in a restaurant. Very good. It has been stated very, very clearly. And when exactly? Abraham Lincoln is someone who has died many years back. Isn't it so? So recent past, not distant past.
Yes.
Recent past. Isn't it so? Right? Okay. We are
Yes.
moving. Hanya, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Yes, Hanya, you want to say something? I could see a raised hand.
No, I forgot to lower my hand.
Okay, for the fourth paragraph, I'll come back to you. Okay, we are going to read the fourth paragraph. Okay, and now you will answer. Now, Hanya will answer. Okay, read this paragraph on your own, all of you. Done? Are you all done reading? Yes, Hanya.
Yes.
Kind answer.
No.
Yes, it's done.
Okay, now, first of all, Hanya and then Abdullah Farhan. Hanya, please answer. When and where is this story happening?
This story is happening in the future because there are hoverboards and they can call each other using holographs. So it's in the
Yes,
future. Because like it's very advanced technology. It's not like we're not making that type of technology now, but it's even more advanced.
Okay. Abdullah, what do you say about it?
Modern future, and it is the story
So when and where is this story happening, Abdullah?
in Max living room.
Yeah, Abdullah. Yes, Abdullah.
It's happening in Max living room.
Okay, it's happening in Max's living room. That's very good. Specifically stated where it is happening. Okay, tell me, how will you define time actually? The place is Max's living room. How will you define time?
Because in like time should be like this, holographic and
Okay,
hologram.
okay, fine. Aban, very quickly. Aban, please answer. Why do you feel that this is happening in distant future? Aban, unmute yourself. Yes, dear Aban, unmute yourself.
I think so because of the
Because of
holographic.
because of the kind of technology Max is using, isn't it? Isn't it so? He has
Yes.
a holophone button on his phone. A hologram image of his friend Spencer appeared in the room, isn't it so? He can take advice from Spencer, just the hologram image of Spencer. He can talk to him, all that. So this is very, very advanced technology. It means that this is happening in distant future, right? And yeah, you still want to say something? I can see your raised hand. Somebody's mic is constantly on. Let me check. Whose mic is on? Someone's mic was on. It's okay. No problems. Kindly mute yourselves, all of you. Okay. Now,
Miss, my mic was on. I didn't realize it was on. Sorry, it was on. I just muted it when I realized it was on.
no problems. No problems. Okay. Now, very quickly, we are going to move on to a worksheet. Okay. What will happen is that now you are going to work individually. No more discussions are going to happen. Could you see that worksheet? Could all of you see that worksheet?
No, miss.
Just a second, let me check again.
No. No, miss.
I guess you're not sharing your screen.
Okay, just a second. Okay, dear. Can all of you see that worksheet now?
No.
No, miss.
Okay, then just a second. Let me see. There is some problem. Let me see.
No.
Okay, give me 2 minutes. Okay.
I can see. I can see it now.
Should I start the work?
I can see it now.
Okay, that's very good. Now all of you can see it. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
that's
Yes.
very good. Now this is going to be individual working. Okay. Once you are done with the worksheet, then only we are going to, I'm going to take answers very quickly. I'll take answers and then we are going to do one more activity. I'll show you the whole worksheet first. Okay. So, read each passage and look for clues that reveal the setting. Then explain your answer. Remember, the setting is the time and place in which a story happens. Okay. Now, let's move on. Paragraph 1 is here. And the question is, where is this story taking place? When is this story taking place? So you will say, where is this happening? And when is this happening? And then you will tell me, how do you know? What were the clues? Okay. The same is the case with paragraph 2. Then we have on page 3rd, paragraph 3. Then we have on page 4, paragraph 4, paragraph 5. Okay. After that, you will have a task. This task will include in-class task and a home assignment both. So you will be writing down by the end of this session today 2 short stories on any 2 of the following topics. One of the stories should be set in the distant past and another in modern times. It means you will choose 2 topics. One story will be written down in class. That story can be set either in distant past or in modern times. And you will choose another topic. And then you will again decide whether you are going to set that story in distant past or modern times. Okay? You can also choose distant future if you feel like. I don't have any problem. Okay? Now, let's move back to the first page. Here you go. What I actually tried to do here is that considering the presence of Zoya, Haneen, Hania, Nal, and along with them, considering the presence of Ishal, Javeria, Abdullah, Asjad, who are a bit mature than them, and Aban, I have tried that there should be a mix up of different levels of paragraphs. So some paragraphs are very simple, some are a bit difficult. Maybe you'll find them a bit difficult, but some are quite simple. Okay, considering that you are a mixed group, so the activities are also like that. Now I'll mute myself and I'll give you around 15 minutes to solve this worksheet. Okay, do it.
Ma'am, I don't understand.
Okay.
I don't
understand. Okay, who can't understand Haneen? Haneen, is this you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Haneen, no problems. Move on. No, this can't be done. Okay, Haneen, just read it. And I'll show you there are some paragraphs which I included considering you only. Okay, so the second paragraph is like that, which you can easily understand. Third paragraph is like that, which you can easily understand. Not fourth, but fifth again is something which has been included considering your level of maturity here. Okay, but I'll explain this paragraph for you. Okay,
Okay.
I'll give you first of all some time to read it on your own. Read it on your own, dear.
Miss, how to write on this worksheet?
You will not write. You will write down. Write it down. I told you, na. You should have a pen and paper by your side. Okay, so use your notebook and a pencil.
Okay. Only write the answers on the.
Exactly. Just write down the answers. Okay. How many of you have already understood the paragraph well? Quickly, give me answers. You did. Hania, have you understood?
I understood.
Okay. Ishal, you must have understood the paragraph very well. Yes, Ishal? Yes, Ishal? Khadija, have you understood the paragraph? Zoya, did you understand the paragraph very well?
No, almost.
Okay, almost. Hamna and Khadija, please answer. Did you understand the paragraph?
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss, can you hear me?
Yeah, Javeria, did
Okay,
you understand the paragraph?
Yeah, I understood.
Okay, Ishal, did you?
Yeah, I understood it very well. It was easy.
Very good. Okay, Ishal, explain it to us. What did you understand?
Okay, I understood that there are some pirates around in a ocean on a ship. So they're wrestling with the sea. So it's like a storm, and they're on a ship. So it must be hard for them. So they're telling them to put the sails down. So it's like sort of adventure kind of story.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, now Haneen, we are coming back to you. Who are the main characters in this story? There are some pirates. Okay, there is a pirate captain. There is a man with a striped sweater. There is another one with a bandana. So there are almost 3 pirates. There can be more, but only 3 have been introduced in this particular paragraph. What is happening? They are actually fighting and struggling. They are in the ocean, they are in a ship, and they are struggling with a storm. Okay, now one of them is trying to go shimmying up. If shimmying up means while he is going up the mast, he was actually vibrating, trembling due to the weather, due to the storm. Okay, to the crow's nest. The crow's nest is a very small cabin which is made for the lookout. Okay, to keep to take a view of the whole ocean. The pirate, wearing this type sweater, put his sword in his belt and began climbing up behind him. So what they are doing, they are trying to survive in that storm. Okay, I'll very quickly ask Ishal. Ishal, can you guess the time of this story?
Be some but not the distant past. Just it's like about it's ships and they're fighting and pirates. We don't have pirates in modern times.
Yes, so it can be recent past, isn't it so? It's not distant past. Okay. Asjad, do you agree with her?
Yes.
So, Asjad, in your own words,
I
when
agree.
is this story happening? In your own words, when and where is this story happening?
The story is taking place in ocean because they were talking about pirates, and the pirates pirates live in ocean. They don't live in ocean, but they go for adventures. And there was a line, the mighty ocean tossed them to and fro.
Okay. Okay. So there was a mighty, okay, of course, mighty ocean was tossing them to and fro. Okay. Haneen. Haneen, dear.
Yes.
Haneen, did you understand it now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Aban, do you want to say something? Yes, Aban.
I wanted to ask that what is the difference between the distant past and the past? I didn't got the difference.
See, their time has been divided into different layers. So there are like it has been divided into centuries as well, isn't it so? Um, in the human history, there have been so many phases. So once the people were cavemen, even before being cavemen, they were they used to be they used to have nothing at all. Then came the age of civilization, which can be categorized as recent past. Before the age of civilization, you had distant past, in which people had nothing. Okay.
Distant
So
past is in
in
which
past is
people
when
had nothing.
people used to live in caves. Their languages were not very well developed. They did not have proper shelters, homes. They did not have any professions. They did not have developed civilization, societies, cities, transportation, nothing. But in the recent past, when people started having like bikes, maybe cars, maybe ships, they were traveling through ships, they some sort of civilization started creeping into their lives. It can be done
And their language started developing better.
exactly 100%. Okay, now let's move on to the next paragraph. Okay, Again, I'll give you some time to read it on your own, and I believe that you won't find it very difficult. It's very short as well. Okay. Before that, Nal wants to say something. Nal, do you want to say something? Yes, dear. Unmute yourself, Nal.
Ma'am, I didn't read the question number 2 of the first paragraph.
Question number 2 of the first paragraph. When is this story taking place?
Question number 2.
Question number 2 of the first paragraph. There were some pirates. They were struggling in the ocean. They had a ship. It means they had some means of transportation. They had proper clothing and all that, isn't it so? So that particular story was happening in recent past. Why we are saying it? Why we are categorizing it as recent past? Because now you don't have any more pirates or something else like that, isn't it so? Even if we have pirates, they are very, very kind of modern pirates. Okay.
It's done.
Kindly read paragraph 2 on your own.
I am reading paragraph 2. Miss, I'm done reading.
Who is done reading?
Me, Ishal.
Okay, Ishal, that's very good. But Ishal, I know that you can guess very well the setting of this particular story.
Yeah.
So I will take the answer from you first. I'll move on to Aban. I can see Aban's
Okay,
raised hand. Aban, can you guess the setting of this story? Where is this story taking place?
This story is taking place in library.
That's very good. That's very good. I'll move on to Abdullah Farhan. Abdullah, I can see your raised hand. Kindly tell me, when is this story taking place?
It is taking place in modern future.
That's modern. Why modern future? Why not modern time?
Oh yeah, it's taking place in modern times.
Yeah, modern times, current time. Okay, isn't it so? So, Hanya, you want to say something? I can see your raised hand.
I want to answer for this question.
You can answer again. I would love to listen.
The story is taking place in a library because there's a librarian, and the story is taking place in the present because there are laptops and there are libraries at this time.
Of course, everything which we have nowadays, isn't it so? So this is happening in modern times. Okay. Hanya, I'll ask you one more question. How is the mood of this story?
The mood is I don't know.
How is the mood of Alex?
Alex is feeling embarrassed because he made a loud noise and everyone was staring at him, and the librarian also told him to be quiet.
He looks a bit agitated, isn't it so? He looks like as if he's a bit agitated. Anxious.
Like ashamed.
Yeah, he's anxious. He is agitated. That's why he just shut the lid to his laptop with a loud clap or with a loud bang. Isn't it so?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask a few more students something. Hi, Javeria.
Yes.
Yeah, Javeria, please answer. How will you define the setting of this story in your own words?
I got disconnected.
You were disconnected for a while. No problems.
Yeah, sorry.
No problems at all. Okay, we are moving on very quickly to paragraph number 3. Okay. Read it on your own. You will find it a bit difficult. As I said that I have included a few difficult, a few simple paragraphs so that everybody will be with us. I'll explain this paragraph to you once you are done with reading. Are you people done with the reading?
Yes, I'm done.
That's very good. Khadija Kamran, kindly unmute yourself. Switch on your cameras. Khadija, Hamna, Asjad. Khadija, switch on your camera, please. Hamna, kindly ask Khadija to switch on her camera. She's your sister? Yes. Please ask her to switch on her camera. Now, just a second, I'll come back to you. I just want to include a few more students in what we are doing. Okay. Hamna, kindly unmute yourself. Yes, Hamna, please answer. Where and when is this story happening? And before that, okay, Khadija is here now. Okay, Hamna, please tell me, where is this story taking place? Hamna and Khadija, if you won't participate, you won't learn anything. Isn't it so? It will be difficult for you to learn anything at all. So Hamna and Khadija, again, I'll ask you one more time and then I'll move on. Khadija, please unmute yourself. Hamna and Khadija.
Miss, Khatija has unmuted herself.
So she needs to answer then. I want to listen to her voice. I haven't even listened to her voice till now. This is our session and everybody is participating. So Hamna and Khadija, come on, quickly. Give me your answers now. Where is this story taking place? When is this story taking place? Come on, good girls. No responses again. Okay. Okay, I'll contact you separately, both of you. Okay. Zoya Sami Khan. Zoya, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
No?
So where is this story taking place? So this is most probably taking place outside because there is a tree, and there is usually not a tree like right inside your house. It's usually outside, and they're saying rocks. So rocks would be outside your house, like maybe outside in the forest if you're living there. And this is in the past, like in the distant past, because they are trying to make a fire so they stay warm.
You are so right when you are saying that this is happening in distant past. Okay, you can see it from the language as well. You can see from the names which have been given to the characters. They are not very, modern names at all. If you look at the language, it's no work. It's no work. It's not the developed language. Okay, you try now. It's not the developed language. You don't try to make fire through two rocks. So yes, of course, it is happening in distant past. But where exactly it is happening? I'll go back to Ishal and ask. Ishal, where is this story happening?
This story is happening somewhere in a pit,
Okay.
maybe in a forest. No, it's in a forest.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
first.
Of course, point out 2-3 more things, right? You are Ishal. You pointed out a pit.
Yeah.
Okay. That this can be a forest as well. So of
Yeah,
course,
because it has a tree and there's this girl, she's climbing a tree.
what I feel like is this is not happening into the deepest of the forests. Maybe it is happening towards
It's
the
like,
edge of the. It's like
yeah,
towards
edge.
of the forest, isn't it so? So some
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are living there. They might be living in caves again because they are trying to make fire through rocks. They are trying to, just grab a coconut or do something. So yes, of course, it is happening in distant past. Asjar, do you agree with this answer?
Yes.
Abdullah, do you agree with this answer?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. Now you are learning when you are placing your story in distant past, what are the things that you need to take care of? Because by the end of this session, you will be writing down a full-fledged story set in distant past. Then I will look for it that how you have named your characters. They should not be modern names. How the language which is being used by the characters is developed or not developed. Okay. How are you trying to embed the setting in the story? Okay. Now, very quickly, paragraph number 4, and I'll ask Asjad to read it loudly for us.
Dr. Zain tightened the final screw on his contraption. He tossed the wrench on the workbench with a third. The bakers in the centers of the room bubbled with activity. Computer, he announced to the empty room. There needs a lemonade. A beeping and grinding noise could be heard in the distance, and then a small robot floated into the laboratory with a glass of lemonade on a platter. Dr. Zen grabbed the lemonade from off the platter and drank it. He then returned the glass to the floating platter and the robot hovered away. Well, here goes nothing, Dr. Zen said to himself as he reached for the power switch on his latest contraption.
Miss, I know in which time this is happening.
And this is Zoya, I believe. Right, Zoya?
Yes. Yeah, this is me. And I know
Zoya,
this
you will
is
give one
happening.
answer. Zoya, just a second, beta. Zoya, you will give me one answer only. You said, when is this story happening? Okay. Where? I'll take the answer of where from someone else. Okay, Zoya. So, when is this story taking place, Zoya?
So this is taking place in like the in like the future.
In future. Yes, of course. And how can you guess it? How do you know that?
Because like it's a robot and it's very developed language, and I mean robots are like we do make robots now, but robots because robots is very advanced technology.
Of course. And he is using a robot as a servant. Isn't it so? As a personal
Yeah.
servant. Okay. Where do you guess he is?
In the sun.
No, Zoya, thank you, beta.
Laboratory.
You are doing
In
thank
the
you so much.
laboratory.
Okay.
Okay, okay, Asjad. Now I'll go to, there are more students who have raised hands. Hamna, what's your answer? I can see your raised hand, Hamna. Okay. Hania, I can see your raised hand. Hania, where is this story taking place?
Story is taking place in a lab.
In a lab. Okay. I can't see Haneen. Where is Haneen? Haneen, dear. When and where is this story taking place?
In the future.
In the future, Haneen. And Haneen, what do you think where Dr. Zen is? Do you like Mr. Zen's name, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah, I also like it. It's a very simple name, है ना? Okay, Haneen, tell me, where is this happening? Where is this whole thing happening? The story. Where is
In
he?
the lab.
In a lab. And what is he working on? He tightens the final screw on his contraption. What is a contraption?
I don't know.
I'll tell you. Contraption is a very complicated machine. Okay. He tossed the wrench on the workbench with a thud. The beakers in the center of the room bubbled with activity. Computer, he announced to the empty room. Zen needs a lemonade. You are following us, Haneen?
Yes.
That's very good. So you understood the paragraph very well, right?
Yes.
That's very good. Okay. Now let's move on to the last paragraph, and then you are going to move on to that very, very interesting activity which you will do today. I hope you will love that, because now I believe you are very well familiar with different types of settings and how to accommodate them in your stories. Okay, beta. Kindly read this last paragraph on your own, all of you. And I think it's a very, very simple paragraph. All of you will be able to follow it. I included it for my younger students of this batch. Okay. But I hope everybody will enjoy. Isha, Javeri, Jad, Abdullah, everybody will enjoy, I believe. So read it.
I'm done reading.
I'm done reading.
That's very good. Very good. It means we'll have quite some time, like 20 minutes for story writing, which will be good enough. Okay. Even if your stories are not finished, no problems. You can complete them at home and you can email them to me. Okay, that's a very, very, very important thing, because WhatsApp, you write it down and then you send it to me, it becomes very difficult to read. So type it neatly and send it to me in my email, and I'll share my email address with you in this session. Okay. So you are done reading this paragraph. Okay, I'll ask Aban now. Aban, where is this story happening?
In a shop or mall.
Okay, in a shop or mall, in a superstore, something like this.
Yes.
Javeria, when is this story happening?
It's happening in a shop. Yeah, and it's happening the
When?
morning, I think.
Okay, maybe in the morning. And how will you define time? Past, future, present?
In the modern, like it's happening right now in the modern. In the
Nowadays.
modern, I think. Yeah, and nowadays, yeah.
Current times. Okay. Nal, please respond. How is the mood of this story? And how is the mood of Tommy?
Can I answer?
Let me take answer from Nal first, and then you will answer. Yes, Nal. How is the mood of this story, and how is the mood of Tommy, the boy who is visiting maybe a superstore with his mother? Does it seem like he is throwing some tantrums, Nal? Nal, is he throwing some tantrums? Okay, now Zoya will answer. Zoya?
Okay, the boy is very upset and angry and cranky. Upset, angry, cranky.
Okay, thank you. Zoya, we stop here. Haneen, quickly tell me, where is Haneen? Dear Haneen?
Yes.
Haneen? Yes, Haneen. Zoya just now said that he's very cranky, he's very upset and all that. Why?
Because he wants sugar, but his mother not allowing him to have sugar.
There was an echo, Haneen. I couldn't listen to you properly. Give me your answer again.
You wanted chocolate, but
Wanted sugar loaf. Okay, and he was throwing tantrums because of that. He was very cranky. He was upset. That's very good. And what do you think? Who will answer now? I think I'll ask Asjad to answer. Asjad, how did his mother control him?
He controlled him by there. He said that if he will not, so she will not let him to what Tatakia. What?
Fighting warrior on her phone. Okay, so she kind of induced him with something like watching a movie or a game, isn't it so?
Yes.
It's very good. We are moving on, and now comes the interesting part. Here you are. Take hold of pen and paper. Decide very, very wisely on the title of your story. The story should have 5 paragraphs at least. Okay. Now it's up to you how long you want it to, but it should have at least 5
How many
paragraphs.
paragraphs?
5. At least 5 paragraphs. But it also like depends on your wish and will. If you want it to be
It is
longer,
They are writing a short story.
you are writing down a short story, but if you want it to be longer, you can make it longer. Okay, so 5 paragraphs is the limit where it should be.
Maximum.
Lowest is limit is 5 paragraphs. Okay, you can go for more paragraphs. Okay, now one of the stories should be set in the distant past, another in the modern times or distant future. So the visitor, the ugly truth, a heroic sea rescue, and I can see so many raised hands. What happened there? Asjad, your hand is raised. You want to say something? Okay. Khadija, your hand is raised. Do you want to say something, dear? Khadija? Javeria, your hand is raised. Do you want to say something?
No, sorry.
Okay. Hania, your hand is raised. Do you want to say something?
Miss, so do we have to take those titles and make a story with that title?
Yes, you will have to choose 2 of these titles, not 1, 2 of these titles. One for classwork, the second for homework. Okay, and you have to change the setting each and every time. Okay, one has to be set in the distant past, the other has to be set in the modern times. Okay, or if not modern times, then you can go for distant future as well. I will prefer that you just write down 2 stories, one set in distant past and the other set in modern times. Okay,
Miss, do we type or do we like write it in our notebook,
you
or
have
is
to
there like a
okay,
choose?
okay. You reminded me. That's very good of you. I'll just type my email address here, right? And you will have to send me your stories through email only. Okay?
So I'll
See.
write my so I'll write my story in your email.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay then.
otherwise it becomes very, very difficult for me. Just a second.
Miss, I don't think I can send it through the email.
Why, dear?
But like I'm not exactly sure, but are you sure there's not somewhere else that we can maybe send it?
You can send it beta through email. That's not a problem. Everybody from everywhere can send me their stories, their paragraphs through email. You can do it easily. Okay. So my email address is farhanali@gmail.com. Okay. Kindly take a
How will we
screenshot.
send?
We do it right now.
Yeah, you will have to start writing one story now. The other story has been assigned as homework. Okay. But I want to receive both the stories before our next session. You understood?
And it is next session. When is the next session?
Next session is on next Monday, 4:30 to 6 o'clock. Okay. Do you like the topics?
Miss, should I start writing one story?
You should start writing one story. You should decide upon the setting. and then start writing one story. So based on setting, choose an appropriate title from here. Take a pic of this screen so that it will be handy to you, isn't it so? When you are sending me your stories, you will have the details, complete details. So take a pic.
Miss, can we choose a topic by ourselves, please?
Miss, we have to
Uh,
write in the copy or in Microsoft.
Because if you have to email it to me, I'll prefer that you type it. So right now you can start writing down in your copies. Okay, stories are not written down in 15 minutes or 20 minutes. We have only 15 minutes. So maybe you can start jotting down some ideas. You can decide upon the setting. You can decide upon the characters. Okay? But the complete story will only be written when you are. I just want to see.
Miss, can I ask you something?
Yeah, you can ask me. Yes, Isha.
We have to write the story on these topics. We can't change the topic.
Who is asking? First of all, I'd like to Ishal or Javeria?
Juveria.
Javeria again. Come up with your question again, Javeria.
I'm asking if we have to write the story on these topics. We cannot choose a topic by ourselves.
Yes. For the time being, for the purpose of this course, for you to understand setting very well, I would like that you choose the titles from here only.
Okay.
Okay? Yes. Ishal, you want to say something?
No, miss.
Okay, that's very good. Anyone else? Have you understood the task very well? What you will do, you will start writing right now, but then you will type it neatly and send it to me through email. Let's mute ourselves for 15 minutes. Okay? Seriously indulge in this task. Decide upon the setting, decide upon the title, decide upon a few characters. Okay? And I'll be quiet for some minutes now. Okay? So that you will concentrate. Aban, do you want to say something? I can see your raised hand. Yes, Aban, unmute yourself.
No, miss.
No, I could see your raised hand. Okay, no problem, Sweta. Concentrate then.
Miss, I'm using my email to send you to the email. That's okay, right?
Yeah.
Miss, is it okay if we write on paper?
Yes, you will start writing down on paper. You will decide on a few things on paper. You will decide on the structure of the story on paper, and then you will write down the complete story through typing. Okay. Ishal, you were saying something. I could listen to you.
Oh no, it's fine. You just cleared my point.
Thank you so much, Jay.
Means there is a point, the ugly truth. So what will be the ugly truth?
Is this you, Aban? Aban, are you asking this question?
Asjad.
Asjad, you will have to decide upon this, isn't it so? It's a title.
Yes,
You have to
The
decide
ugly
upon
truth. The ugly truth क्या होगा? झूठ.
the ugly truth. Ugly truth. It will be something which will be true, but the interpretation of that will be very ugly.
Miss, may I ask a question?
Yeah.
Since we're writing a story and okay, like what could be the like the age limit? You said that like you are mostly preparing these stories for kids of a small age, right? So what can we write? Like what age can we write for?
Is this Ishal? Is this you?
Javaria.
Oh, it's Javaria.
Yes, Saveria. Kindly elaborate on what you are saying.
Yes, I'm asking that like what age limit? Like if I write something, will that be like how can I say it? Wait, give me a sec.
What? Javeria, I would like to listen to that. What were you trying to say? Okay, think about it carefully and then ask. Think about it carefully. Okay, and then form your question well and then ask. Okay.
Miss, may I ask?
Yes, Javeria, please.
Yeah, Miss, I'm asking like what age would our audience be? Like yeah.
I still cannot really understand your question. What you are trying to ask?
I think, Miss, I think I get her question, so I think I might know how to better explain it. Like, for what type of age are we writing it for? Like, are we, you know how some stories are written specifically for kids, some stories are written especially for adults?
Thank you so much. Javeria, are you asking about the audience of your story?
Yeah.
Audience of your story? Okay. It totally depends on you. Okay. I'll prefer that being a child, you write it down for children. Okay. Or even if you want your target audience to be some adult people, go for it. I don't have any problem.
Yeah, okay, Miss.
Okay. Thank you so much, dear. Yes, Aban, do you want to say something, Aban?
Yes, Miss, can we do like uh, write a story that is half truth that has happened in this world, but half of our own?
Why not? Of course you can. You are choosing the title The Ugly Truth.
Yes, I'm
Of course.
thinking to do that.
Yes, of course you can. And I'm 100% sure, Aban, that you will come up with a very beautiful story.
Okay.
Decide on your characters very well. Setting almost has been given to you, but of course you will have to elaborate on your settings further. Okay. Yes, Javeria, do you want to say something?
Yeah, miss, I'm like, can we use 2 genres in one's writing?
You want to decide upon a genre for this story?
Yeah, but like, can we use 2 genres?
2 genres for one story. If
Yeah.
you blend them well properly, if you think you have a good grip over doing that, you can do it, of course.
Okay.
Okay. And I believe, dear, time is almost up. It's like 6 o'clock. Is it 6 o'clock?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So I believe, I think almost all of you must have decided on the titles which you are going to choose for your stories. You have understood the task very well, I believe. Okay. So I'm looking forward to receiving stories, 2 stories from each of you. So everybody, Aban, Haneen, Hania, Javeria, Ishal, Abdullah, everybody, please. Yeah, then we have Hamna and Khadija, Arshad, Abdullah, kindly try to come up with as catchy, as interesting stories as possible. Don't make them too complicated. Try to keep them simple. Okay. Um,
Okay.
See you all next week, inshallah. Before that, submit your stories through this email. Okay. Take a picture of this screen right now. Okay. So that you won't be asking for the same thing in on group. If you want, I'll share the same email on group as well. Okay. I'll share the same email
Yeah.
on group.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah, please share it on the group.
I'll do it. Thank you so much. Please take care, and you can leave the meeting now.
Allah Hafiz, Miss.
Allah Hafiz, dear. I hope all of you enjoyed.
Teacher.
Allah
Yes.
Hafiz, dear.
Lafis.
Allah Hafiz, dear.
Hafiz.
Lafis, sir.
Allah Hafiz, beta. तुम अभी टाइप भी करो, पहले स्टोरी लिख लो। तमीज से, उसको तमीज से।